Join me as I challenge myself to interpret my dreams and discover the divine messages hidden within them. Have you ever had a dream that felt so real, so vivid, that it stayed with you long after you woke up? Maybe it was a dream that gave you a sense of peace, or one that left you with more questions than answers. For centuries, people have believed that dreams can be a way for God to communicate with us, to send us messages that can guide us on our journey. Prophetic dreams are a way for the divine to speak to us in a language that our hearts can understand. One of the biggest misconceptions about dreams is that they're just a reflection of our subconscious mind, a jumbled mix of thoughts and emotions. But what if I told you that dreams can be so much more than that? What if they can be a doorway to the spiritual realm, a way for God to speak to us in a way that we can't ignore? The challenge is, how do we know when a dream is just a dream and when it's a message from something greater? Many people struggle to interpret their dreams, to understand what they're trying to tell us. We might wake up with a sense of unease or a feeling of excitement, but we're not sure what it all means. It's like trying to read a book with no index, no guide to help us navigate the pages. But what if we could learn to decipher the language of our dreams, to understand the messages that God is sending us? Sometimes our own biases and fears can get in the way of understanding our dreams. We might be afraid of what we might find out, or we might be unsure of how to tap into the spiritual realm. But the truth is, God is always speaking to us, always trying to guide us on our journey. We just need to learn to listen. Throughout history, there are countless examples of prophetic dreams that have guided individuals toward important decisions. Abraham Lincoln, for example, had a dream that foretold his own death. He dreamed of a funeral in the White House, and shortly after, he was assassinated. These dreams can be a wake-up call, a way for God to get our attention and guide us toward our purpose. One powerful story that comes to mind is that of a woman who had a dream that her husband was going to be in an accident. She had a sense of urgency, a feeling that she needed to warn him, and when she did, he was able to avoid the accident altogether. That dream saved his life, and it's a testament to the power of prophetic dreams to guide us toward safety and protection. The impact of divine messages can be life-changing. When we learn to listen to our dreams, to understand the language of the spiritual realm, we can tap into a source of guidance and wisdom that's always available to us. It's like having a GPS system that guides us toward our purpose, helping us navigate the twists and turns of life. By paying attention to our dreams, we can begin to see the world in a different way. We can start to recognize the signs and symbols that God is using to communicate with us, and we can learn to trust in His guidance. So what are some key points to remember when it comes to prophetic dreams? First, we need to be open to the idea that God can communicate with us through our dreams. Second, we need to learn to interpret our dreams, to understand the language of the spiritual realm. And third, we need to trust in the guidance that we're receiving, even if it doesn't make sense at first. I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever had a prophetic dream that changed your life? Maybe you have a story of a dream that guided you toward an important decision, or one that gave you a sense of peace in a time of uncertainty. Share your story with us in the comments below, and if you want to learn more about spiritual growth and development, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more content like this.